Good morning, spirit animals, and welcome to day 4 of your 21-day manifesting challenge. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. There's a lot of really crazy things going on in the social media world, so I'm happy to hop on here this morning and start off our day with some positivity and some just excitement around our manifesting challenge and what we're bringing into our world. It excites me. I hope it excites you. And I wanted to hop on and first I wanted to tell you guys that if you're just now tuning in for the first time in the past 4 days, all of the recordings here are in my Facebook page, so you can just go and kind of scroll down and take a look, as well as written daily actions. So I've written it out for you as well. And I also started a YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel is connected with Kat, super easy. I have the link down in the comments and a couple of my other videos. I'll put it here too, so you can check it out if you want to. But everything is there in one place for everybody's convenience. It's just easier that way. So hopefully you guys check that out. But yeah, day 4. So today we're getting into allowing the stream of well-being to flow. I'm going to allow the stream of well-being to flow. So now that you're cautious of the energy that you are putting out, you're ready to begin allowing, right? And this concept is super fundamental in the manifestation world. It's fundamental to what we're doing here. Because if we align our energy with the loving energy of the universe, right, we'll release the need to control. And we'll definitely get more into that later because that's like a whole topic in and of itself. But when we align our energy, we release the need to control. We allow our desires to flow to us easily and more naturally. And it seems a little bit complicated, but it's really not that complicated. So I want to go through it with you now so that we can start to allow that energy to flow, so that we can align with the universe, allow that energy to start flowing. Abraham Hicks, he's a channel for lessons and teachings in the world of law of attraction. He teaches in the metaphysical realm, and he studies law of attraction, and he says that a channel for lessons and teachings on the law, he says that there's only a stream of well-being. There's only a stream of well-being that flows, and you can allow it or you can resist it, but it flows either way. And so what does that mean exactly? So when you allow that stream of well-being to get into the flow, you start to feel good. And when you feel good, as we've already gone over this, you allow your dreams and your desires to begin manifesting. So it's good to feel good. It is good to feel good. And what you're thinking up here, it vibrates an energy of feeling. And what you're feeling attracts a signal to you. So what you're thinking vibrates an energy of feeling, and what you're feeling attracts a signal to you. And so we're beginning to understand that our resistance starts with what we're thinking and what we're feeling, right? Pretty simple. And our goal is to let go of and release that resistance. So why don't we make a conscious effort to influence our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, our words, our everyday? We can make a conscious effort to influence all of those things and start manifesting what we want to come. So I forgot my book. I was going to bring my book in to show you guys who haven't seen my book, but I am studying Course in Miracles. Super hard read, super awesome stuff in there. And Course in Miracles teaches the following. It teaches, I am responsible for what I see. I choose the feelings I experience. I decide upon the goal I want to achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for. I receive as I've asked. I thought that was pretty profound. So I want you to take that in. It's a very profound and deep thought or concept to kind of understand, but you see things happening all over you in the daily world, especially right now with everything that's going on. But you're responsible for what you pay attention to. And you choose the feelings that you experience because of what you're seeing with, physically you can see many things, but you choose the feelings that you feel based on what you decide to pay attention to. And so there's power in that, right? There's a lot of power in that. And so let's begin to recognize the patterns that we've built up against love, against truth, against authenticity. It's kind of a hard word. Authenticity. And these are all patterns that we've built up against these things, and these are patterns of resistance. And so we're breaking that resistance wall down, because the only way to manifest our dreams and desires is to release resistance. And it's a lot easier than we think it is. Releasing resistance. I mean, sometimes I don't even know I'm being resistant, against something that's trying to come into my life. But here's the thing. It's pretty simple. So this is what it is, right? If you're feeling good, you're in alignment and you're in the flow. If you're feeling good, you're in the flow. And when you're not feeling good, then there's a presence of resistance. And it's as easy as that. And a lot of times I look at it as like following your gut. So I had a job interview 2 days ago. And it was a sales position with the NCIS, which is a governmental nonprofit organization that helps small businesses be a voice in the government, right? For like their taxes and wages and all sorts of things. And so I got the position, but I declined it because it didn't feel right. Something about it didn't align with my values, and I could go into detail there, but it just didn't feel right. And just because I didn't have something lined up immediately following that, didn't mean I wasn't going to trust my instinct and not take this job, because in the back of my head, I would have been thinking the entire time while being there that I needed to find something else. And so I wouldn't have really been present. And so that wouldn't have been fair to the employer or myself. And so I was trusting that feeling because I wasn't feeling good. So I was out of alignment and I was out of the flow, and I knew that it just wasn't for me. So I said, thank you, no thank you. We didn't even finish the conversation. I didn't want to waste anyone's time. I just let it go. And it was a very hard thing to do because financially we could definitely use the money, and seemed to be a very good opportunity that could have paid out a lot of money, depending on my efforts and results. But it just wasn't in alignment with what I need right now. So I let it go. And I have more job interviews lined up. I'm just going to keep going, until I find something that I am in alignment with. And so another example that I thought of is relationships. And this is probably the easiest example to portray because it's so relatable. So how many of you guys, and this was a huge thing for me, like all through my 20s and in my early 30s. And I would constantly be looking for that relationship that was just the one. The relationship that I was going to be in for the rest of my life. I wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad. Thank you, Brittany. I love that. Thank you. I wanted it so bad, but I was resisting it big time with my actions and my words. and my thoughts and my feelings. I wasn't trying to control any of those things at that time, so it was just manic. Like it was bad, you know, because I was in a really kind of depressed state. And so nobody was attracted to that. And that's a harsh reality, but it's like, I didn't feel good about myself, so who could possibly feel good about me? And so, you know, I got to a point where I just started to attend AA meetings every day with my friends and work out and just kind of like do my own thing. And eventually, not consciously, like this was totally a subconscious thing, I just forgot about it. And then of course, in pops Matt. Totally unexpected. Was not like looking to meet him. Or I knew him from before, but like run into him, I should say. And so once I started to like release that resistance from relationships and just started to really focus on myself, learn about what was going on the inside, and start to heal those feelings of like past shame and I'm not good enough and all the things that go on in my head that resist everything around me because it's just too much for anyone else to handle. Then I received what I wanted, what I desired, what I dreamed of, and I couldn't be more happy right now. You know, I'm married and we're trying to have children. It's everything that I ever wanted. But it didn't come until I released the resistance. And that was a huge lesson for me. And so as I'm going through these teachings, I look back into my old life and I call it my old life because I truly have transformed. I mean, I'm a completely different person, and that's possible for anyone. And so I look back and I feel these feelings of I'm not good enough and shame and all the things. And so I start writing them down, and I just release everything that's inside me and just let it out. And I see where I had a part in it. And I just start releasing all the things that are causing this resistance to everything that I want to manifest to be true in my life. And so that's pretty profound. So, that's what I'm trying to, or that's what I am teaching you here. You know, it's totally possible for anyone. And so I want to take a second to acknowledge the fact that you are currently allowing this stream of well-being to happen right now just by hopping on here and following this manifesting challenge and really diving deep into your soul to figure out what it is that you want to manifest. You're allowing the positive flow of well-being just by doing that. And so congrats, that's amazing. That's something you should be proud of. You're taking the time to do this. And we all get so caught up and so busy in our day-to-day lives that we don't take the time to do things like this, but it's so important. And I used to think that I wasn't being like good enough if I wasn't doing something at all times, like doing, and not like really doing something for me. So to sit down and just like take a deep breath and breathe in the air and the oxygen that's around us, especially for everyone, which probably isn't you guys because you're also just like connected with yourselves and you're okay with regardless of what this outcome is going to be with the election. But for everyone that is hard tripping over the results right now, there's nothing we can do about it until it happens. So take a second, sit down, breathe in the air around you, release the negative energy that's like working you up, and focus on something that makes you feel good, for goodness sakes. And I respect everyone who's passionate about it, because to some level I am too. But at the same time, I voted. And that's all I can do. I did my part, and so now I'm just going to let it play out. And so today, your action step is to find something positive to listen to or to watch. I suggest listening to it just because if you have your earphones in and you're listening to something positive, like a really good podcast or like an inspirational show on Netflix, then you really kind of start taking it in because you are listening. You're really listening to it and really letting it sink in. And so find something that is positive that you want to listen to that'll make you feel good today, and do that. Listen to that. And I have recorded some affirmations for manifesting as well, and I'm going to go through them right now with you. And I want you to say these things to yourself as you go through your day, and just start saying these things to yourself and allow them to kind of become your mantra, so that you're always in a state of high vibrations and you're always allowing that flow of well-being to happen. And so these affirmations for manifesting, I got them out of Super Attractor by my girl Gabby. I don't have that book with me either, but I'll post a picture of it down in the comments if you're interested in that. She's amazing. I talk about her all the time. I study her work, and I get a lot of my material from her. And so these affirmations for manifesting are from that book, and they're really, really helpful. And so I've recorded them, and I'm going to put them down in the comments as well so that you can listen to them as many times as you want today. And of course you can read them because I'm going to write them out for you too. Okay? So affirmations for manifesting. And forgive me for reading off of my page. I haven't memorized these, but I am going to go through them one by one, and there are quite a few. So, but they're good. They're good to hear. They're so good to hear and to really pay attention to. So check it out. So there's an ever-present, loving energy within me and around me, supporting me every single step of the way. I choose to tune into that energy now. Feeling good attunes me with that energy. And it's good to feel good. It is good to feel good. I am worthy of feeling good. I trust that everything is working out for me. I attune my energy within the strength of well-being. When I'm aligned with love, I manifest my desires. When I'm aligned with love and not fear, I can do less and attract more. That's a good one. Think about that for a second. When I am aligned with love and not fear, I can do less and attract more. I know that what is the highest good is coming to me, and I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Trust. I relax, I allow, and I let in the universe to me whatever is the highest good for all. So I allow the universe to let me know whatever the highest good is for all. Listen to that intuition, to that gut feeling. And relax. That's how you get that intuition. That's how it comes to you. That's how the universe communicates. I slow down and listen to the guidance that is available to me. Slow down, sister. Slow down. In stillness and meditation, I receive. I let my inner sense of quiet multiply each day as I strengthen my faith in love of the universe. I can absolutely manifest my dreams and desires. I focus on the good in my life and I appreciate all that is. Gratitude. Right? I keep dreaming even when I don't see the results. The universe has big plans for me, and it is time to claim them now. I accept that good things come easily. sometimes it doesn't seem that way. But they really can if you let them. So tomorrow we're going to focus on cultivating the feelings of already having what it is that we desire. Ooh, getting into the good stuff, guys. We are getting into the knit grit, and it's only day 5 tomorrow. So that's exciting. So yeah, for today, read this list of affirmations. Listen to it as many times as you need to. And find something that makes you feel good and listen to it. I mean, music is great. I love listening to music. I love all kinds of music. I love rap. I love blues and jazz. But most of the time, I listen to podcasts of affirmation. Things that'll make me feel good. Stories that I can relate to. Things that'll make my business move forward. Things that'll help me manifest what it is I'm truly looking for. And I do that because it makes me feel good, so I know I'm in alignment with my sense of well-being. And so I'm just going to keep doing it. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, just know that I love you. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, I'm an open book. Please send me a message or shoot down below. Whatever it is that you are thinking, let me know. And I will see you tomorrow. Toodles.